We're going live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the workshop, Website Depot 2020, May 13. Today is going to be some new announcements. A lot of changes are happening with companies that we are, looking up to, companies that are leading, digital space, including Google, Twitter, Amazon, Slack, to name a few. We are going to follow the strategies. So I'm glad to announce today this corporate meeting that Website Depot will extend work from home orders till end of the 2020. So there won't be no office work primarily. We will slowly, gradually allow maybe one person per month to maybe join the team. We'll see how Google's 5-10% projection is going to work out on certain campuses, and based on that, we'll make decisions. Also, we're going to follow the Twitter's idea, even though that's a company that doesn't really make profits. As Nick mentioned in an earlier management meeting, let me say that, yes, we are putting together with Charles, our in-house counselor, the idea, how can we offer you guys working from home forever if you were to meet certain requirements, right? Meaning that, now you knowing that information, that's going to be in discussions and that's going to be rolled out, you might want to make some lifetime changes, right? Whatever that be, moving in with your parents, or buying the ranch in Idaho, or whatever the ideas might be, or even living in a different country. As you guys well know, our white label associate, Lisa Powers, was experiencing that, right? She was running her digital agency around the globe for a year. I don't know if Ali still remembers, but when we have those Zoom calls, sometimes she was in India, then she was in Bali, then she was in South Africa, then she was in Europe. So, but she was making money, right? So that's an option. And this is something that has been basically in our mind ever since I met one of the project managers and business acquisition specialists for the Accenture back in 2015. He told me, hey, I work for this company full time. I'm making, I think, 150,000 a year, and I work out of the Airbnbs. I travel all around the globe. And I was fascinated. I was like, wow, you can really do that, and you get paid for it. And this company is so big. And then, yeah, this company has 500,000 employees. It's a huge corporation with so many talented people. Yeah. So that's announcements that we have regards to Website Depot policies for COVID-19. When it comes to customers, we still haven't completely met the requirements that were giving to the small businesses for reopening their offices for public, based on separating dividers, PPE equipment, cleaning, basically for after every visit you have to clean, after every chair you have to like polish if somebody sits on it, or whatever. So we still have to restructure the office so we can maybe do those things easier, right? Instead of like cleaning 25 chairs when one customer is away. Yeah, there's a lot of rules right now that our attorney is looking into to see if, also how much it's going to cost us to remodel our office with this type of requirements, separation between the customers, no public restrooms, notices, so that's basically what we are working on. So most likely that won't be done till beginning of June, for example. Okay. All right. So today we have a workshop, right, Ali?
Yep. Yeah, I basically just added a quick draft on Basecamp. I'm sure you guys all got the link to it. But it's mostly just going over what we're going to go through today with the workshop and just what we're going to focus on. That being reputation rehab. I'm sure you guys are all familiar. We kind of went over it like about, I think, 2-3 weeks ago. And we basically just want all the team members to start building it out. So that's kind of everyone, whether that's development, building out pages, graphic designers, designing graphics and banners, and then a content team, writing case studies, also for press releases, and then marketing team, going in and optimizing, making sure we have all audits that we have, any errors that we can find, and any other useful reports that we do for our customers. Basically push this all in a day with, well, obviously we're not going to finish it completely, but we're going to start it out. We're also going to do attorneys marketing. Danny, what's the correct link for that? It's not attorneys marketing. It's
Marketing, yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, attorney.marketing. Same idea with reputation rehab. It's just kind of a focus, right? So we only want to target attorneys, as well as, yep, there you go, rehabs. That's what I think, I mean, that's what we're really good at, is helping attorneys and rehab centers. So that's two of them. And then we also want to help build out our other internal projects, that being, oh my God, what's the name of it? Why can't I think of our Shopify? Collective Fab, sorry. Collective Fab. What's another one? Of Danny Starr. And then again, working on attorneys, marketing, reputation rehab. Other than that, I think that's one of the main ones. We also want to do some landing pages for our book giveaway. So just a new strategy there. But I think that's going to
Nick, do
be,
you see that? What happened to telemarketing? Nick and Elena, what's happening? What's this website down?
I don't know. We have to look at it.
Yeah, I don't know. But look, Ali, attorneymarketing.online is down.
that's the URL.
Yeah, that should be a URL, because if you
It's
look
probably
here,
on a hacked 101 or something. We can move it to spin up or something after we do it.
low SEO.attorney we have, workers comp attorney LA. Yeah, that must be attorney marketing online. That's it.
Yeah, it's not good. We can look into that ASAP, just because we're going to be building it out. Well, development team, if you guys can. Um,
Okay. So for example, now what Ali is explaining you guys, if I can, just help out a little bit here. The idea is that, you see this website, for example, reputation rehab, we're gonna scratch the content on it. Instead of being online reputation management experts, what's gonna happen is, Elena, you already backed up this website, right? So we have it ready for future ORM projects we're gonna have, so that we don't lose it. Is gonna rename into reputation rehab, basically a digital marketing, umbrella landing site for Website Depot to retain addiction treatment centers, mental health, people, so that way we can retain customers that we feel we are doing phenomenal results, and bringing the biggest added value with the workforce we have and with the strategies we use. So that's something that we've always tried to, have a little focus. If we are advertising online, we've already tried to always focus on those type of our customers primarily. We still ended up with, all other type of clients, like, a lot of e-commerce and stuff, which is not bad. But you see, e-commerce, you need to be a little bit bigger caliber and have bigger budgets to do, big e-commerce marketing. Well, those two, health experts and legal departments, they already have good careers, they make good money, and they can afford our services, right? And they are very doable clients. So this is going to become a digital marketing, right, landing page for mental health industry. That's going to have case studies about those. There's going to have articles about those. So digital content team with Zeke. Zeke has the detailed instructions that he's going to go together with his team after this meeting about the content we need. We need 5 pages for this one. We need new blogs. We need to look at UX UI for those sites. Also collective fab.agency. That one needs to be fixed. So, right, Ali?
yeah.
And then design team can maybe redo certain logos, right? redo certain creative for social media. Social media people can repost and gain access to those, accounts, and make sure that, the about us pages are fixed. We get more likes, right? We start posting, we haven't posted for 3 years, right? So make sure we do some posts real quickly, and posts not about just reputation, but more about marketing addiction treatment centers. Okay, we have database of those coming up, so that's going to be something that is extremely serious, right? And why is this extremely serious? We spoken earlier, is basically, you guys need to understand that if we get to the second wave of this pandemic, which most likely it's going to happen, based on information that we have. We cannot predict the future. We're not the future tellers. But what we can do as a company is we can get ready, right? We can get ready. That way, if there is somebody to point fingers, you can point finger at me, stating, "Hey, Dennis, was leading to this and was estimating that this is how we're gonna survive. To stay in this big group. I mean, believe it or not, it's 55 of us right now in the team. We were just shocked when we were retaining the 56 people last night. We were adding them to the spreadsheet. We have 56 people right now on some type of a shape or form payroll, or work expense or talent expense, however you want to call it, from contractors to link builders to full-time employees, part-time employees, interns, is altogether 55 people on a different time zone. So we'll have a big meeting May 19th, which is going to be next Tuesday at 11 a.m. You guys already got invitation. If you haven't got invitation yet, or whatnot, on a Google Calendar for the Zoom, please make sure you are added to the calendar and you get this invitation. It's going to be a big meeting. So back to these two landing pages. Why are they extremely important? Because when we're going to have this second wave, those are the people that will be making very good money, and those are the people that will be able to afford us to the second wave. I don't see, and I can predict based on information what we have from the first wave, then the second wave, we'll be losing a lot of dentists. We'll be losing a lot of, people that were still hoping to reopen and they're not reopening. And they, LA County announced no reopening till August 1st in Los Angeles. So, fully reopening, or whatever they're calling it. And though this news right now is a sad news. I mean, Stepan is texting me, see, and look here, Sydney is texting me right now. Look, this is very interesting text message. Sydney from San Diego is texting me. Wow. And she has also a business, just like the other one. Look, all those girls that used to be my customers are now having their own businesses. Very impressed with that. Women empowered, and this is very good to gain government contracts. So those two things are extremely important. And government contract is something that Zig's going to announce on a PR today. So PR is going out tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Website Depot is going to announce this news. We also are going to partner up with a company in Florida to retain 25% of our resources we want to allocate to the government contracts. That's a goal by end of the July. All right, we want to retain 25% of the revenues to the government contracts. That's another thing and another safety net that we would like to have before the second. Okay, so it's extremely important. So give your best. It's like to be or not to be about this project. Okay, so everybody in this team is important. Even if you're intern, you're going to be doing the whatever your tasks are. Posting on Silverlandia, you can post on Silverlandia about this project or this workshop or this company or this new thing that we are launching, or the news the website Depot is going to release tomorrow. You can be the first news. Content writers, we need a lot of content for all those properties. Collective App Agency, owner reputation management. Developers need to fix those websites. Also plugins. Code Canyon is going to be another thing we're going to liquidate before the wave number 2, or within the wave number 2. We want to basically sell those properties that are not formatting enough revenues. So far we have 6 on this list to liquidate within third quarter. So all of those need to be worked on. Social media posts, blog posts, SEO, a little Google ad campaign, little Facebook remarketing, or get more like campaign. No, but we're talking small budget, just so it marinates. And when we sell it over to the escrow, we kind of sell them the idea, we sell them the model, and then we sell them ourselves with it, right? As a marketing person. And then instead of being our project, becomes their project and our retainer, you know, and then maybe we partner up or whatever if we see it working or not. Okay, that's about that. So after this meeting, what's going to happen is Ellie is going to explain you the protocol for today. We're going to have a picture day, right? Don't forget about that. Picture days are Wednesday. Make sure you are nicely shaped. You know, we have new gear that we already shipped to you guys. So this is a new Website Depot branded hat. This is idea from our digital content team. We're going to do a Zoom like a Zoom whatever workout hour that we're gonna all connect, and will be cool to have everybody with a Website Depot, you know, unique color hats with a very unique engraved logos, so that way we can all be in sync and we can use that material for our Facebook and Google ad campaigns. Okay, if you have problems going on the cameras, just let us know so, and we will have you join us as a client, or join us with a good picture of yourself, making sure that if you don't have a camera on, at least, you know, sophisticated image of you showing. And then if everybody could have image like me, I don't know, that would be, you know, perfect. If our design team, I don't know, Rochelle, Jenny, Mark, or the interns, if somebody can maybe make everybody's picture look like Nick's, that way, that would be way more professional. Those are little details. But now when we're talking branding and we're talking about, you know, being something professional, that should be something professional, right? I mean, you know, Jose looks very nice here with the tie. I love this picture, but we don't like this, that there's a balcony behind and, you know, what's happening. So that could be
Yeah, that
all.
looks good.
Yeah, that should be all like Nick's. See, Nick's is perfectly done. So everybody should have the same thing like Nick, okay?
All right, I'm gonna make one.
Yeah. And if you're shy like Ethan, then you just put a cat in front of your face, you know? But still, you should gray out your doors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way, you know, it looks like you sync into this video. This is recorded on a video on YouTube channel. Those are little details, okay? All right, Ellie, that's from my end. I don't know about schedule. So we have how many team leaders today? We're gonna have Nick for development, Zeke for the content, you for the marketing, right? Who else we have?
Zeke.
Ellen's gonna help with project management for all those sites and allocation, and then the interns. You and Zeke gonna you know, have interns help with this workshop today, and I will step in with. We want to make a meeting today, not like last time just with the interns. We would like to have a meeting with everybody who has been in the company for less than 6 months. Okay, that's called new team members, the fresh blooded team members. We would like to introduce them to company's policies. We would like to introduce them to opportunities in our company. We would like to introduce them to certain commissions and charities that we give out for certain accomplishments, right? So that way those people are onboarded really fast. That was a goal. Not just interns, right? Anybody who's been with the company for 6 months or less, on a full-time you know, perspective, or you know, and either or, like 6 months full-time basically. Yeah, those people should be on this meeting. Okay,
Got it.
today. Then is a management meeting at 4, we said, right, to follow up with the workshops. Then we have a podcast meetings from 6 to 7, right, for the workshop. Yeah, that's going to be scheduled. So we're going to interview the team leaders, or people are going to participate. Social media, Ellie, you're going to assign maybe Melanie and Angelica to take over that. Maybe Melanie can help. We can try Melanie today. Okay. And then design team, Mark, I think you're working very good with Jenny and Rochelle. They are their projects are rapidly improving. I mean, Rochelle's designs are nice, but Jenny is impressing me with the mock-ups, and our customers are very happy. That's very good. That's very good. I hope
that's good.
are built fast. that those are the templates. They're not like a custom design too much, because you know we don't have time or money for that right now. Okay, and then video. Well, we're gonna do some videos about those workshops. Okay, before and after. Maybe interview a couple leaders. You know what is your workshop about? Maybe some footage from their meeting that you want to put it, you know, on a main video, so that way we can show the new team members what the workshops are about. So the way when they're the first time in the workshop, they're not like, you know, what's happening right now, what is Danny saying, what are those people answering? Like, we want everybody to be ready. And usually when we post the link for the meeting, everybody should post their own, you know, feedbacks from the last workshop, what you achieved, what you left over, what you haven't finished, right? This is like getting ready. Now you have this Zoom invitation where you automatically join the meeting at a certain time, even though the host hasn't activated it yet, which is a very good feature. So you guys can start with that immediately, right? Start writing comments and posts. What has happened in the last workshop. You know, we have 2 workshops for Website Depot and our projects, and we have 2 workshops for the customers. Today is 1 out of the 2 Website Depot workshop. It's a May 13th. The next one's going to be May 20th. And the big WD All-Block meeting is going to be May 19th at 10, what do we say, 10:30 a.m., right? Is that correct?
Wasn't it earlier? Oh no, maybe it is.
No,
10:30.
and it's Nick's birthday, right? That day.
We're all gonna sing happy birthday.
You're going to all sing happy birthday and get ready.
I'm gonna take the day off.
Nope.
You
Nope.
guys can't do it.
Nope.
So this is who is invited. So whoever is missing, make sure that, you know, Ali, they're invited and added to this thing, okay? We
Okay.
try to add it from each department, like 1 person to add his own team, you know? Like I can add Noel, and Noel is on the team. He doesn't have a team. Add people. But everybody can
To
add, right?
to the meeting, right? You're talking about the calendar meeting?
Yeah, to this big meeting that's going to happen next week with everybody in the company.
Yep. Got it.
Hopefully, we're going to have protocols ready by then.
Yeah. Hopefully. I think so.
Yeah. We are analyzing now like a low activity in the Basecamp. I mean, the time doctor, like Ali explained on Monday, the
So
meeting,
a lot.
we still see a lot of increase. Look, those are going to be automatically deleted by the time doctor. We're going to activate that feature. So make sure that you are doing by protocol how you're supposed to do it. Otherwise, we're going to put you in a red flag on this automatic deletion of those screenshots.
Yep.
So you're going to have a very hard time using the time doctor because you're going to be very limited to certain projects and certain things. Specifically because look, you're working from home, so you have to be active on a computer. Even when we have those meetings, we ask you to type something, and even if you type something, the answer for us that takes 3 lines, that's 150 keystrokes. If the meeting is 1 hour, is still not like a low activity like we calculated last time. And when you're doing the sales call or meetings with the customers, you have to be recording and you have to be taking notes, right? That's a way you're getting paid for those meetings. So just to be talking, you have to also be writing down the notes. So the way, you let customer know you're taking the notes, and your computer, activity is moving left and right. So the way you're being compensated for the time, right? At least a bullet point, right? You don't have to be like a Greg right now, 180 characters per minute, but maybe you can do more than 10, right? Okay, that's about that. So Ali,
Yes.
right now is 11:33, right? We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna do the QA session a little bit if anybody has any questions about the announcements. But then after that, at noon, you guys are gonna have meetings with Zeke, right? All the digital content team, including the internships, right? Then we're gonna have a development with Nick and Alan, including the 2 interns. We have Servant here, and we have Servant's gonna join, right? This team, and then we have RJ like SEO. He can do the SEO, help with those sites as well. And then we have Design Mark. That's gonna be you with Jenny and Rochelle. You guys gonna help social media with Melanie. Paola should be at this meeting too, I believe. No, Melanie and Angelica. And then we have Video, Noel, and Frankie. Right now, Frankie is renting out our green room. We already have first potential customers. That's also a good thing to talk about in blog posts, and maybe fix the landing page where we can book simultaneously on the shop.website depot that matches the calendar, the half day and the full day. We're discounting $100 for each. A regular price $250. We're cutting $100 off for the 4th day to $150, and a full day we're cutting from $350 to $250 usage or Green Studio. After every usage, we're gonna do the complete detail. Everybody entering the premises is gonna sign State of California COVID-19 property release form for the tenant or the landlord. There are just some forms that are gonna have to be signed from now on entering any buildings. It's a new law. There are new forms now that we ordered as soon as we get them. Anybody entering our office building is going to sign this release. That way our company can at least be protected to certain shape and form from those third-party people who file lawsuits against us for spreading the virus in case that incident may occur. And let's knock on as much wood you have in your office or room, you can, this to never happen in this company. Okay? All right.
Okay.
So FAQs, any questions? Anyone?
So just to recap for the dev team, you want us to work on reputation rehab and attorney marketing, right?
Telemarketing, green room booking is one of the things we need to be worked on, right?
Okay.
Collective app agency too.
Okay.
One
It's
client
just,
parts.
I don't know if you want to do more where there's something visual to show. I'd rather show big chunk if we're kind of doing that.
Yeah, but I think, look, you decide. This is your team. You decide
Okay.
what is the best way you guys can work. I definitely think if you have 8-9
Yeah, we can.
developers working in 2 URLs, can be, you know,
Yeah,
too
we can
many
branch
steps
it
in the
out.
kitchen trying to cook or
Yeah.
tell how to cook, but nobody's washing dishes or cutting vegetables, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna do shop green room. I'll add that. That's a good one. And then for reputation rehab and attorney marketing, do you want us to just grab a theme and redesign it, or do you want to just clean up what we have?
I'll let you guys decide. I mean, you know.
Okay, we'll take a look at it. Yeah, we'll
Talk
take a
to
look at
Jenny,
it.
UX specialist strategist, right? That's
Yeah.
why she's here. She's very smart and gifted, right?
Okay. Yeah, we'll take a look and come up with a team.
Look at the Scorpion, maybe how it looked 5 years ago or 10 years ago when they were attorney marketing firm only, you know. That's a very vital and crucial information to have for the UX or design or digital content, to see what other company has done and build the company from 20 employees or 10 employees into, you know, 700 employees with the 5 buildings owned by them. Then you can see what we're trying to achieve. It's not like Danny woke up and had a dream one day, you know,
Yeah.
or, you know, went on a hike one afternoon and figured it out, and now he should be doing marketing for the tennis, you know. It's all data and it's all track record. So just look at it and what is best. Look, time is very crucial right now. Melanie has a campaign, Ethan has campaign, I have campaign, SEO is kicking in. So we would like to get that, you know, right there in front of people's eyes, so we can get those leads and we can start retaining those customers. I mean, we got 2 attorneys and 2 rehabs in the past, you know, 10 days. We're hoping we can repeat that or maybe double that, and that will be sophisticated enough to be very comfortable going with 55 people, maybe the 55 people into the wave number 2, the COVID-19 with the digital marketing company. That's very bold. That's as bold as Elon Musk sending 10,000 people back to the factory, hoping nobody gets the virus, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
So what I want you to do is, look, from sales perspective, we need the deck, right? The deck we need for attorney marketing into the rehab, where the case studies are related, right? Or correlated at least, right? If the reputation rehab is going to be for rehabilitations or some more like a mental health psychologist, psychiatrist, get those case studies and those things together, you know, create a new type of a proposal just for those type of people that come in still to the website depot, but a different way. So the way they sound more like you're trying to onboard them because they're a rehab, not because they're like a template, you know what I'm saying? Maybe identify all the prospects in a HubSpot that are already meeting those requirements, that are part of the law or the healthcare industry. So separate those, make it a list with Melanie, you know, create certain email follow-up for those type of people. You're going to be getting lots of leads. How you're going to, you know, penetrate the email to schedule appointment with you or I for pre-qualifications, limitation of the seats, and also the policies and procedures we're going to take when you have two rehabs in the same area, right? What is the website depot process and procedures if you're doing for working two rehabs in the same town? And we know our procedures and policies for that, right?
How do you want me to mark them on HubSpot if they're an attorney or rehab?
Just create the new markups. You know, that's you gotta do, sir.
What
That's
about
the
like
only
an
way to do it. I mean,
eternity?
you have Melanie, you
Attorney.
have a CRM experts. You guys figure this one out. Like, try to do those things without me. You know, you are the leader. Lead by example, or have CTO Mr. Jeffers join your team, and have Jeffers decide on those technical things that match up with his.
We could do it under How Did You Hear About Us if you like.
Yeah. That's that, but I think Nick should program it so when the leads are coming in for attorney marketing or a reputation rehab into the HubSpot, you know those are those type of leads.
Yeah. Okay, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Danny, I was just you were talking about this attorney marketing thing. I don't know. Do you remember in June of 2018, you had a site attorneymarketing.online? I see that Bobby and Nicholas had me write blogs for that. Does
Yeah, we have it. We have
bell?
it. You just got offline, and our development team and our CTO department.
It's fixed
Also
already.
just brought it up.
Yeah, our uptime robot or our development team, or however you want to call it, this team didn't notice that our site, one of the main sites, is down. And we also have a campaign going that I don't know why Google didn't tell us. But we have uptime robot that we're paying money for, right? And uptime robot notifies our development team about websites being disconnected. We're paying for that fee, Greg, every month. And there is such a thing as a Wayback Machine, or archive. You want to call it archive.org, right? You can basically copy this URL in there, and you're going to see your blog posts, sir, right here in 2018, just like you said.
And you can't see your screen, just in case you're trying to show your screen.
Okay, I wondered. I just wondered what had happened because I've forgotten about that until halfway through this meeting. Like,
yeah, it's right here. Look, this is a website. Currently, development team is trying to fix it. They have database issues. Okay, they brought it back online before you see.
Oh,
right
yeah,
on time.
there it is.
Right on time. Look at those developers. They're pressing me. Look at this. Look at his speed. Look at his speed. Look at the time, doctor. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Perfect.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little.
It could use a little bit of cleaning up, but yeah.
It looks good. I like it. I feel like what's in right now is a lot of like bold fonts, like how our services look like.
Now the same thing that you did for Belal, Greg, with those service pages that he was explaining you to add more content and make them robustic and make them more related. The same goes here. You see, this attorney marketing is not the web designer. They don't do web design. They do the web, like a web creation for lawyers or things of that nature.
Web creation,
not like
lawyers.
A basic web design. What web design? Like, no, we are a professional web experts for attorneys. That's who we are.
Professional web experts.
So everything has to be legal law related. That way attorneys can relate that and then put a lot of logos and put a website depot. Put a website depot logo in the bottom. This website, is part of the full service digital marketing agency website depot, right? That specializes in attorney marketing, right? And has its own legal marketing department, right? That's something we're going to create, right? We retain like 4 new people in the past 10 days on website depot. I know if you guys heard that earlier when I was making an announcement. Those people are not being introduced yet because I didn't have time to pull together their pictures. Some of them don't have public pictures. Even though I'm a skip tracing expert, I couldn't find their images online. So I help my overseas people to find the images if I'm going to be able to show I like this Mark Zuckerberg, just to get everybody's image without asking them for image. That's most fascinating thing you can do as a computer geek guy. What is this, Greg? What are you showing us?
I'm not showing you nothing. What
well, where?
On SED, I see some message. I thought this is a question. Okay.
Oh
Next.
yeah, no, that was when I couldn't get into the meeting. Sorry about that.
Okay, here is the uptime robot. So we see this attorney marketing.
Yeah, it's not on there. We need to clear up some. I just
So I don't know who is look. This thing, our CTO department, our CEO department, operations and technologies. You guys have to figure it out that Basecamp shouldn't be just piling up all the accounts and not archiving them or whatever and disabling access to the customers. You know, removing all team members from all the Slacks, Time Doctors, Basecamps, Trellos, Drives. Whatever whatever else we have, changing passwords rapidly. Those are all the things that Charles is not putting together with. So everything is going to be in a protocol, right? Every employee is going to have to change a password, let's say on quarterly basis at least, right? And then each department is going to have to change passwords on quarterly basis as well. You guys are getting too comfortable with those passwords, and our customers are getting breached, and a lot of emails are going to spam. So we don't want this to be happening to our domain. If you have too many emails, then what we will give you, another email. We'll give you the secondary email, whatever is going to be SEO expert Danny, Danny Star, like Zeke has it, or attorney marketing, or collective app, or whatever the case may be. But you're going to have secondary email as well. You're going to be checking daily, what you're going to do is you're going to pull that email into your G Suite on a Website Depot email. I don't know if you guys know how to do that, but we're going to record that with Noel and our CTO department, how-to videos for SEO Academy. Basically, you can, with one Gmail, right, you can collect 10 other emails. That way you don't have to log into, Yahoo News like Robert, for example, or you don't have to log into, CEO at Danny Star, or you don't have to log into social at Silverlandia, right? What you need to do is you add that email to your Google as a new account, as an inbox, and he checks it, and he filters it, and he sends it to the label or whatever you want to do. And then you can send the emails as, right? I build that, I don't know if you guys know, but for Vessel company, I build them basically the strategy, the email setup that they paid for, that anybody in their company who is the boss, which is like 4 or 5 people, can send email as anybody in the company. And this is something that we have been thinking about, right? To do the same for ourselves. So imagine John, right? John can send the email as, when you log in as John at Maritime or whatever it is, with that email, you can manipulate maybe between 70 and 80 different. It's insane when you log into that email. You can send email as Maria, you can send email as Michael, as Elizabeth, as, even as Danny, believe it or not, but not Danny at Website Depot, Danny at whatever they used to have, USCG, when I was helping them with the court case. So he can see all those emails and reads them, and he can send them as those employees, right? So sometimes you might get an email from one of them, but it's not actually them, him, or her, or a cousin, or brother, sister, either or one of them. That's about that setup. So this is something that's going to be added to you guys as well, those additional emails to be checking, and don't checking them. Hey, I didn't check that email today. I mean, look, you guys are working for a digital marketing company. You guys are one of the sector 6 that are allowed to work, which is the technology. It's us, technology. That being said, please, if something is such as checking daily, if I have to check daily all of my emails manually, I will never check them. Sir, brother, honey, dear, whatever you want me to call you, you have to follow technology. You work for technology, you know how to set up the printer, you know how to set up the Wi-Fi, how to set up the hotspot on your phone. You just need to know how to do those things. If you work for a technology company, if you don't know those things and want to learn and say, hey, Danny Star, I need to learn how to do those things. I don't know what a hotspot is on my cell phone. I don't know if my cell phone accepts that. I've never tried it before. I don't know if it's working, but look, when we don't have Wi-Fi in the office, I can activate my cell phone devices into my routers and Wi-Fi's, and I have just as decent speed, sometimes faster speed I have throughout the Wi-Fi here Sam got us through Spectrums. You know what I mean? So you need to know how to do those things. And if you're telling me, hey, I didn't have time to check this email today, that means you're telling me you're not qualified enough to be in the position you're at because you don't know how to resolve the problem, or you don't know how to, you know, talk about this problem with the CTO department. Hey, then assign me 7 emails I have to be checking. How can I do that with 1 email, right? And then the CTO will tell you, look, here is how to video on a YouTube, here is this, here is that, here's an article, here is a Gmail article, or I can teach you, or I can show you, or I can do it for you for 1, and then you can do for the rest, or whatever the case may be. There could be solutions. But please, I am the one paying you for anything you do, so I don't want to be paying you for not knowing about technology and doing something like that and compromising the time essentials and effectiveness, right, of your performance. Okay, that's about technology. Okay, you are part of technology. No matter what you're doing, writing for the company, designing, developing, you are part of the technology. That's your bread and butter. Okay, next question. Five,
That's
4, 3.
When are you gonna
2.
start letting people in the office again? What date are you gonna start like letting like 1 by 1 go in?
Look, Google said they're going to do 5% and 10% on certain campuses. Okay, they're going to monitor those people. We do have a test. We have 25 tests right now. If we have 3 people here, we have barely enough tests to get us from a week and a half, Robert, of working together. So we don't have enough tests. We're trying to get these new tests that they just approved, emergency approved by FDA. We're trying to get hands on those. For every employee working here full-time, we are estimating we need 20 tests, you know, so we might gradually open like Monday, Wednesday. We're negotiating with the cleaning lady for the specific fee for like being her, she's going to actually be our employee, you know, she's not going to be our contractor no longer, because she's going to basically be cleaning for us day and night, you know, specifically the green room, which raises another question that Ellie and a teammates brought up, if we should have another cleaning lady, you know, the one that cleans here for us and the one that cleans over there Sunset for other people, you know? Next question.
all right. I think that is it. I don't know.
Okay, if we finish this question, we'll finish this recording. Today is May 13. If you missed this meeting, we missed you. Please make sure you write your comments as requested. Okay, this is it, Noel.